Turn 0. So does that just give me even like more of a past, I guess, to play with? We'll fianchetto the bishop. We'll make a universe where there's a pawn there now. Yeah, I was really hoping the queen would take that. We'll support. Put the queen there. En passant. No, we don't want to take this pawn, because then bishop takes. We will do a castle queen side. What could we do? We could threaten their queen with our knights. Okay, well that was fun. And we can take with a bishop. Okay, we have check being threatened by this bishop. That's manageable. We'll just put a pawn in the way. And we'll take this pawn. And we'll take this rook. I like putting this bishop there. Double threat on this pawn. I feel like I'm playing just regular chess at this point, but looks like our opponent has some other plans. Oh, well, welcome to the present. All the way back here. Oh, you're forcing a queen trade. Fascinating. I will acquiesce to your demand. What are you doing? Ah, same bishop deal as before. Block with a pawn. We'll take with a pawn. Well, I think we should take with the queen, honestly. They'll probably take with the knights. They did not take with the knights. That is surprising, to say the least. Well, no, I do need to take the pawn, because otherwise he'll get a queen. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say maybe save our queen first, but... And thank you for opening me up for this wonderful fork, which I will take your rook there. Oh, we've caught up to the present. Well, it was just some delightful little chess I played there. Thank you very much. Oh, right, I was gonna take your queen. Alright, so far, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Let's see. Could get a check here. We could check like so. I don't really see a downside to doing this. Is there an upside? Maybe, maybe not, but we're fine. Drats. Transdimensional knights. Let's get a rook involved. Transdimensional rooks now. Suppose we could take this pawn. Start advancing this pawn forward. Wait, there's a check? Of course there's a check. What can we do about this check, though? Not a whole lot. Other than go back in time and fix our mistakes all the way back here in the past. Except we can't, because you're checking something even further in the past. We can go all the way back to here. Still not far enough. Still not far enough. Okay. Alright, fine. Fine, be that way. So this bishop is the problem, because he's checking our king from all the way back there. In order to solve this problem, we either need to take the bishop or escape even further to the past. Well, we can't take. Like, I'm looking at all the pieces we have right now. We can't take. And there's no way that a knight would be able to get that far back. Wait, how's that a legal move? I'm confused. Now we're even... What? I mean, I've got a queen again, so I guess I'm happy. Like I can go like there. That's fun. And I won somehow by checking just 1,000,000 kings. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't have any clue how that logic of that game worked, but it worked out in favor for me, so yay. Let's try some puzzles. There we go. Rook Tactics 1. Maiden 1. So we've got a rook here. I would presume the tactic here is maybe we go to the past and checkmate. Okay, alright. So we've put him in check in the past. And apparently I have the puzzles incomplete. So I'm trying to get maiden 1 with the rook. I mean, there's only so many places the rook can go. What if I go back to here? Yeah? Nope, okay. We have 2 pieces we can move. We're trying to get this king in checkmate. There's the king, which I don't think can do anything useful. And there's the rook. Now, we already tried time traveling with the rook. That didn't work. I presume this probably doesn't work either. Like, if we go there, we just get captured. And that's just an illegal move. Top right. Wait, what? Oh, right, I'm checking the rook from the past. Right, I don't need to check that king. Just need to check any king. Alright, alright. We know what to do for the next puzzle, hopefully. Alright. Rook Tactics 2. Maiden 2. And how's this not just maiden 1? Because you escaped to the past, I see. But, since you've escaped now, you don't have a king on this square anymore, which means... Here. Checkmate. Oh, yes, your king is pinned to your other king. Yes, okay. That's something that doesn't come up often in normal chess, but yeah, your king is pinned to your other king, so even if you moved one king like into another dimension or something, or took this rook, other king would get attacked. The king pin. Very typical thing in Spider-Man and chess. 5D chess at least. Rook Tactics 3. Maiden 1. Okay, this is a more complicated board state. Like, is it just this? What can I say? I'm a 5D chess genius. We just needed to put the rook where the king was in the alternate timeline to be able to check the king. And since it's a king that has already moved, or on a board state that's already, like, happened, he can't move it. Rook Tactics 4, Maiden 1. So there's 2 rooks we could possibly move. Now, just to be clear, yeah, we can actually move both of them to achieve our mate in 1. Rook to here, rook to here. This rook would be checking this king, by virtue of being on the same space, but forward in time, and this rook would be covering that rook up top. I think this is how it's done. Puzzle complete! Rook Tactics 5, Maiden 2. Okay, so if we just move the rook up 1, that would typically be a checkmate, but presumably you'll have to flee to another dimension. Gotcha. Okay, now that we're here, let us see what we can do. But what we can do is we can put the rook here. Can't capture the rook because the king's guarding it, and you can't escape there because the king's guarding it, and your other space is occupied by your other king. Except you fled to the past. I'm fairly confident about this opening, at least. Like, it can't be there. I don't think this even is remotely close to checkmate. Okay, clearly we're not doing something wrong here. What if we do this? Okay. Now what? King here. I don't think that helped even slightly. Obviously, we can't do that. I mean, this is not a bad opening. You just then flee over there. And from here, I'm not really sure what I can do. Like, if I go here, you just take me. Oh, no, you don't, because there's the Rook in the other dimension, of course. Ah. Yes, but we're covered by the Rook in the other dimension, the parallel timeline. I guess it's time for night tactics. Of course, these things confuse me enough in normal chess. So this is Knight Tactics 1, Maiden 1. Clearly we put the knight here, and that would give it a checkmate on the king of the previous turn. See? What did I tell you? Up 2, and then across 1 in time. Easy. Knight Tactics 2, Maiden 1. If we go here, is that then 2 back in time and 1 up? Exactly! 2 back in time. 1, 2, 1 up. I know knights like the back of my hand. Knight Tactics 3, Maiden 1. Okay, this is a bit more complicated. Though I'm sure we will prevail. If we put a knight here. Yeah. 2 to the right and then 1 up to another parallel dimension. Puzzle complete. Exactly what I told you it would be. Knight Tactics 4, Maiden 1. And clearly it's not just putting it here, because that's just a normal boring check. We can't put it here, conversely, because then we just get taken by the king. Obviously, it's not going to be moving the king, probably. Okay, here's an interesting thought. If we take the knight, if we put the knight here, it'll create a branching timeline that'll be like there. And then from that point, it's what, up 2 and then up 1 dimension? I think this is how we actually do this. Yeah, because from there, we aren't getting this one, but we're getting the king above. There we go. Victory created by creating new dimensions. New parallel universes. This is how we win in 5D chess. Knight Tactics 5. Mate in 1. I mean, there's only 4 legal moves. I'd say, going back into the past here, because again, we create a new dimension, and I think that actually gets us what we want. Maybe? Yeah. Yep, up 2, and then up a dimension. We wouldn't have wanted to put it here, because then we get taken by the pawn. Knight Tactics 6, Maiden 3. Oh, that's... Maiden 3, that is interesting, sophisticated. I'm going to assume putting him in check to start off with is a good idea. We want to get into a situation where, presumably, we can do a check in the past, but we need to create a past that is ideal for that check to transpire in. Like, if we check him again, what does he do? Is the question. And what can we do after that? Not a whole lot. We could go back in time. I don't see how that helps us, though. Let's try checking him. Actually, I think this might work. Now we go back in time here. Which is actually going to get us 2 over and then 1 dimension up. Oh my... This is amazing. I cannot believe that actually worked. I feel like I can see the Matrix. Knight Tactics 7. Maiden 1. Okay, a lot of pressure on this one, because I don't think I've missed a Knight Tactics one yet, so... Yeah, obviously I want this to continue that trend. Okay, well, let's process of elimination this. Obviously going here I don't think does anything. Going here likewise. Well, actually, if we go here, then that would get us like 2 up and 1 to the past. And that isn't even where he's standing. Okay, yeah, that doesn't do anything. If we go here, we get taken. That doesn't seem good. If we go here, we get taken. So it can't be a move on this board. If we go here, top right of this board, like 1 to the past, well, where's that going to put us? It'll spit us out like here. And I actually kind of wonder, does that get us 1, 2 over and 1 up? Like if we go here. Okay, literally we can't make that move. Okay, so maybe we're focusing more on this knight then. This one's complicated. Well, I mean, actually, it can't be here or here or here, because then we just get taken by the bishop. Right? So it's gotta be here, which I don't think actually does anything, or it's on the other board, which would create... Wait a minute. If we go here, onto this board, we'll create a new timeline, where we're like 1 underneath. Like so. Which gets us a checkmate there. No, because then it puts us here. Drat! My streak! No! Maybe we go here? But again, I think like next turn, then you move there. We don't have anything at that point. That's just dumb. Maybe if we use the knights like combined, if we then also put you here, which I mean protects this knight at least, and then this knight. Oh, this one's tough. Okay, well that didn't do anything. Oh man, I don't know with this puzzle. Like, I don't want to admit defeat either. I don't think that actually does anything, but... Alright, never mind. Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Took the knight from the future, brought it to the past. Wasn't checking this king, but checked the king 1 turn in the past. I feel like I should have seen that one quicker. Alright, that'll do it for me for these puzzles for now, at least. There's a lot more left, but we'll save those for another time, perhaps. Anyways, guys, until next time, I've been CMeeCraft, and I hope you've been enjoying this 5D chess with Multiverse Time Travel. I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.